Hey, how'd you make out?
Don't thank me, but I just saved your rummage sale.
Oh, what you got?
Well, you know, a bunch of my old toys, maybe some school books, stuff I was saving for when the Smithsonian finally opens its Greg Montgomery exhibit.
Yeah, what's holding that up, by the way?
Well, they just have to move J. Edgar Hoover's prom dress.
Cool! Visible Man.
And Visible Woman.
Just goes to show you there's somebody out there for everyone.
If you look close, he only has one kidney. I lost hers, and he donated one so she could live.
Oh, that's love.
You know, you should probably keep these as a set.
Right, for the sake of the visible kids. Hey, what do you say we try and get, what, $5 for the two of them, yeah?
$5? I built these. Look at the tiny veins I painted around the adrenal glands. Look at the detail.
$8?
No, you know what? I'm going to hang on to these. We should just, keep looking.
Okay. Monopoly.
Not just Monopoly. Monopoly in French. We used to play it in French club.
That sounds like the place for it. $3?
This is Monopoly in French. Look, instead of Boardwalk, you get Champs-Élysées.
If we had Boardwalk, I could get $5.
You're not selling this for $3.
3 francs?
Keep looking. Look. My model of the USS Missouri. I never built this.
Yeah, you're probably busy with all your kidney transplant surgery.
The depth charges work.
You know, why don't I look in the other box?
And the anchor's made of real metal.
Nice. Hey, okay if I sell some of these math books?
Yeah. Oh, but not the calculus and trig. Those could come in handy. Look! Gunnery mates. This doesn't look that hard.
Wow, what class was this for?
What?
Her trembling body tensed beneath his muscular chest. They moved as one, faster and faster. We must be quiet, she whispered, her voice husky with passion. My father will hear us.
Let me see that.
You built your thing. This is mine. I'll be quiet, he said. Can you? He pressed his body against hers and she cried out in ecstasy.
I didn't write this. This looks like my mother's handwriting.
Anyway, it looked like some stuff got mixed up with Greg's toys by mistake.
Uh-huh.
Here's a photo of you, Greg, and Edward dressed up in 1890s clothes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Well, thank you.
And this, I think, is a fondue fork. You've probably been looking all over for that.
Uh-huh.
And there's this. Looks like you were world's best mom one year. Belated congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Yeah, I actually thought that was a real picture from the 1890s, like a great-grandmother who really looked like you.
No. This is a little place on Fisherman's Wharf. I don't believe it's there anymore.
Oh, shame.
Yeah.
All right, well, did I give you everything? Did you get that notebook?
Yes, I did.
Oh, yeah, do you want to check and make sure it's yours? Because I did not look at it. I mean, I kind of glanced. Handwriting looks like yours.
It's mine.
Yeah, the little part that I glanced at, intriguing.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I read the whole thing twice.
Look, you have stumbled upon something of mine that is very personal, and I would prefer to keep it that way. Can you respect that?
Kitty, it's good. We should share it with the world.
All right. Fine. How much do you want to keep it quiet? What? Do not tell anybody. How much do you want?
Kitty, you don't need to be embarrassed. This is really good writing. You could be published.
Just say a number.
I don't want your money. I just want to tell you how impressed I am that you could express your sexuality with such roar.
Dharma, please. Let's not talk about this again.
Okay.
Thank you.
So do you just make this stuff up, or is it based on some guy you actually met in a stable?
I'll get the checkbook.
Your mother has no idea how good a writer she is.
Well, I hope you didn't encourage her. Oh. Dharma, why?
It's okay. She didn't believe me.
Good.
So I'm taking her to my mother's erotica circle.
Her what?
It's just a bunch of Abby's friends who like to read and write erotic literature.
Oh, Dharma, why?
Why do they do it, or why am I taking her?
Why are you taking her? I don't even want to think about why they do it.
Because if your mother hears how good her writing is from people who aren't family, maybe she'll believe it. Maybe she'll write more.
Maybe we don't want that.
Obviously, her writing is an outlet for her repressed sexuality. Your mother is a lusty volcano just waiting to erupt.
Okay, we need to establish some ground rules here. We never use the words mother, lusty, and erupt in the same sentence.
Jeez, I think you'd be glad your mother has a healthy sexual appetite.
And there goes the word appetite.
I gaze with loving on my husband Ben, but I'm glad that I can every now and then fulfill my secret longings when I travel in my dreams to a world without men.
I don't think I feel really comfortable here, Dharma.
Thank you, Joyce. I think that's coming along very nicely. All right. Does anybody else have anything to read?
Yeah?
Dharma.
This is a short story entitled The Storm. She knew she didn't belong in the stables at night, but she was drawn to him like a drowning man to air. She entered, the warm summer breeze teasing her robe open. He emerged from the shadows, sweeping her into the haven of his powerful embrace.
This isn't right.
Hush, my love.
Haven't much time, she whispered. Somewhere in the distance, she heard dogs barking. And he turned and spread his threadbare cloak on the damp straw.
I've never owned anything but my heart and my soul. And now they too are gone. They belong to you.
Let's rock this stable.
Their bodies roiled together as one, like the tide of the ocean rising and falling on the rocks. Finally, their bodies spent, they clung to each other, knowing that when they said goodbye, it would be forever.
Dharma, you wrote this?
Nope.
Oh, it's wonderful. Who?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but the author prefers to remain anonymous.
Well, no, I think we could share our little secret with a few people.
You?
Here's the bridge.
You didn't glue it, did you?
Yeah, why?
Well, now, how do we get the captain inside?
Okay. Maybe you could stand on the deck.
Really, Pete? Look at him. He's sitting.
Well, you could sit with this guy and work the gun.
The captain doesn't use the gun.
This one does, and that's why all the guys like him.
Great, Kitty. Congratulations. I know. Okay, so we'll see you tonight. Okay, great. Bye. Honey, I have the best news.
What?
You know what? Never mind. Okay. A friend friend of Abby's is publishing a collection of women's erotica, and if your mom expands her story to 5,000 words, they're going to put it in.
Well, that's just great.
Now, I don't have all your fancy book learning, but erotica, that would be the ribald tales of the pleasures of the flesh, right?
Look what you did.
Greg's a little embarrassed about this whole
Just a little.
Honey, I think you're looking at this the wrong way. Your mom's not just writing dirty stories. She's getting positive reinforcement for her fantasies, and that is going to help every aspect of her sexual life.
Thank you. That's a much better way to think.
I think so.
Not really important where the captain sits now, is it?
No, it's not.
You could sit on his bunk and read some of your mom's stories.
So promise me we can get through dinner without talking about my mother's writing. No talk about lust. No talk about sex.
Can I say the chicken breast is juicy?
Only if we're having chicken. Hi, Celia.
Hi.
Where are my folks?
Upstairs?
Well, could you tell them that we're here for dinner?
I don't think it's a good time. It's been like this all day.
They've been up in that bedroom all day, huh?
In the bedroom, in the pool house, in the jacuzzi.
Dharma, maybe we should go.
Oh, no. They'll be down soon. All they've got to eat is whipped cream and maraschino cherries. I told him he shouldn't try to carry her.
Oh, look at that. Pete put the decal on the hull, and it's not painted. It's ruined.
Talk about ruined. You want to hear your mom's new story?
More than anything in the whole wide world.
They kissed. They kissed a second time. It was time for sex. She knew what he wanted. He knew what she wanted, so the sex was pretty good. Ugh! I can't turn this in.
Good. Don't end the story.
I can't let Kitty know how bad this is either. She's been making such great progress. I know what I should do. I'm kind of like her editor. I'll just punch it up a little bit. Throw in a couple pairs of hungry lips, some creamy white thighs.
You're gonna do that out loud?
I just don't know what happened. There is none of your mother in here. Where are the heaving bosoms? Where are the clenched buttocks?
Mine are clenched up pretty good right now. You know, you can't get the stickers off. I had to get a whole new boat.
I said I was sorry.
Hi, fellas.
Hi, Dad.
Hey,
Sorry I'm late. I had a little trouble getting out of the house.
What's going on?
I'd rather not say, but it's in the area of trying to keep your mother satisfied sexually.
There goes the word satisfied.
and a little horizontal overtime, huh, Mr. M?
You know, she's got this new thing now where she tells you what she likes, then she talks you through it like some air traffic controller.
Wait, please stop talking about this.
Oh, I'm sorry, son. I told her I was an old man. She didn't seem to care.
Yeah, I know what you're going through. When I was in high school, I had this friend who had kind of a hot mom, you know, divorced, liked her Mai Tais. We had a couple fun days together, and then I couldn't shake her. She started picking me up after school. She'd be in the stands at football games. It started affecting my grades.
What'd you do?
Oh, I gave a guy at the emergency room $20 for some x-rays and a neck brace.
I don't think Kitty'd fall for that.
How about this one? You know, a cheap watch, you turn your wrist green?
I'll be in the pro shop.
How's a green wrist going to slow her down?
Honey, will you read this and tell me what you think? Be totally honest.
Dharma, why don't you believe me when I say that I don't want to read my mother's dirty stories?
It's okay. It's 2% Mom, 98% Dharma. Come on. I need the feedback. Hello.
My lady.
You must be Trevor, the new stable boy my husband hired to look after the estate. Now that he's been called off to war, a war from which he may never return.
And you must be Samantha, the lady of the house I've been warned against befriending by your husband who has gone off to a war he may never return from.
Are you afeard of my husband?
I'm afeard of no man. Afeard?
It's colorful. It's how people spoke in the olden days. Keep a reading.
I'm afeard of no man.
I am loath to admit it is I who am afeard. She trembled in his arms.
Perhaps milady would take comfort in a simple flagon of a working man's ale. Now, if he's holding her in both arms, how is he handing her a flagon of ale?
You know, if you don't want to read it, don't read it, okay?
A flagon?
Yes. That's what ale came in, not six-packs, flagons. It's called research. Get the flagon. I want to know what you think about the writing.
No, you don't.
Okay, you know what? You're just a lawyer. I don't even know why I asked you.
Angrily, she stormed into the stormy night.
And gaveth her husband the finger.
I don't understand. I know this last story wasn't my best writing, but from this rejection notice, one would think that it was unreadable. They're afeard to publish it? What does that mean?
Forget that. This new story is hot, Kitty. It's a real bosom heaver.
Yes, it is good, isn't it?
What's the matter?
You know why it is good?
Well, for me, it's when the bankrupt heiress sells her body to the lusty gun runner.
It's good because Edward wrenched his neck playing golf.
What does that have to do with... Oh. So he hasn't been able to, and that's why you're able to... And before, when you couldn't... Well, what a drag. You'd think you'd be able to have your beefcake and eat it, too. No wonder I couldn't write.
You're writing?
Oh, dabbling. Hey, honey. I know I've been a little insensitive about your feelings lately, and I'm sorry. I was wrong to force your mother's sexuality on you when you weren't ready for it.
Thank you.
Yeah. And it's just a hunch, but I think she's going to give up the writing.
Good.
Yeah, especially now that she figured out your dad can have sex with the neck brace on if she's on top. I'm sorry, I'm forcing again. Okay, sorry. Permission to come aboard, Captain?
It's been a while, hasn't it?
It certainly has. Hold that thought. Ahoy! Hey, Kitty, calm down. Calm down, Kitty. Uh-huh. Okay, hang on. There's something wrong with your father, and Kitty called an ambulance and we won't get in it.
Mother, what's wrong? Okay, calm down and tell me what's going on. Okay, it's not permanently green, Mother. Put Dad on?
What's green?
My father's penis, and it's your fault. Hi, Dad.
Kitty, this isn't half bad.
Oh, thank you.
This isn't right.
Hush, my love. We haven't much time.
Hey, that's a pretty spirited filly you got there, Edward.
Whatever happened to that Mr. Ed program? That was a cute show.
go dancing. I've been working on my moonwalk.
That's very impressive, but you know, it's your first night home, so I rented us some movies. I made your mom's veggie lasagna, and I stopped at your herbal store, and I got you some healing incense.
You got me healing incense.
Well, I had a little trouble understanding the woman, so it might be incense that improves your hearing.
I'm so proud of my honey. He went to the scary hippie store because he loves me.
The lady who stands too close to you waited on me.
Surprise! You made me a surprise party.
No, I didn't.
Dharma, your tribe welcomes you home.
And so do Edward and I.
Oh, you look just. You look. Oh, dear. That's the spirit, Marcy. Cheer up.
Well, come on. Let's crank up the tunage, call the police on ourselves, and get this shindig shaking.
Okay, everybody, this is a really nice idea, but what Dharma needs is a relaxing night of settling in.
No way, we have a 20-pound vodka watermelon.
That could be very relaxing.
Watermelon will keep.
Oh, yeah, until Rosh Hashanah.
People, this is a woman who's just had major surgery. What she needs is to rest.
You know, she does look a little tired.
Well, that's what I said. This is just too much for her, too soon.
And she looked pale.
Well, I think that's just the unfortunate color she's wearing.
If you ask me, she looks overheated.
Well, you know, actually, she's feeling great.
She's probably thirsty. Where is that vodka melon?
Maybe she'd like some juice.
People, what she needs is to rest.
No, she needs something in her stomach first.
She won't want this lasagna.
Hey, here's a crazy idea. Why don't we ask her what she wants?
She sounds upset. Greg's right. She's tired.
All right. Let's get her into bed.
Yeah, I'll go change.
Hold on. Thank you very much, Larry.
Kitty, have you put on a little weight?
What?
Yeah, see, you hear that. Well, Marcy's all excited. I got Lalit Shaduri to take over my yoga class.
Well, that's great. Look at this. The insurance company overpaid by $6,000.
Lalit the Pretzel Shaduri. From India.
He can comb his hair with his feet.
See, they sent the doctor a check, and they sent us a check. How does this happen?
Here's one for you, Greg. What's the point of everything?
Okay, why don't we start with your question?
It's just you think you serve some purpose in this world, and then it turns out you were just keeping the seat warm till Lalit Shaduri walked in, probably on his hands.
Well, listen, I know that this is all very frustrating, but it's temporary. You're going to be walking again in a couple of weeks. Why don't I light your seaside serenity candle?
Because it stinks, Greg. The lady who stands too close saw you coming.
San Francisco hospital supply.
Oh, great.
Got your bath rails and your shower stool.
Oh, can you also take a look at her wheelchair? The right side brake won't lock.
Yeah.
Hello? Oh, yes, thank you for getting back to me. I was just going over the bills, and it looks like you guys made a little mistake.
Okay, any other problems?
I no longer serve a purpose in this world.
Uh-huh.
The armrest is loose.
Oh. You guys got any super glue?
Or the armrest, right?
Yeah.
Because, XYT.
Excuse me?
You know, examine your zipper, but T.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, great. This probably been happening all day. Wow. Fella said I'd be able to swim with this.
Uh-huh. Maybe he meant alongside of it. You know what, Howard? You're a really good-looking man without the toupee.
Oh, no.
Yes, you are. And you know what? Baldness is caused by having extra testosterone. It's a sign of virility.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Women like bald men.
I don't think so. Really?
Mm-hmm. Some of them. I mean, more of them like bald men than men who are pretending to be something they're not. I mean, Do you like women with those big fake breast implants?
Sure.
Well, my point is, you're a very handsome, bald man. Yeah. Come on, say it.
I'm a handsome bald man.
Good.
What's going on?
I'm a handsome bald man.
Good.
Thanks so much, for this.
You're very welcome, Howard. Did you see what just happened here?
Obviously not all of it.
Honey, I just helped that guy. I mean, if we hadn't been in that accident, I never would have met him, and then he would have spent the rest of his life with a dead weasel on his head. I have been going to the same places and seeing the same people for years, but now the universe is like shuffling the cosmic deck of cards. So I was like the 4 of hearts hanging out between the 6 of spades and the 8 of clubs. Now I'm like chilling with the Jack of diamonds, and that's gonna have some kind of an effect on his life.
See, that's the Dharma I know. You're finding the positive aspect in this, and I'm having a little trouble understanding you, so great.
No.
Listen, I'm gonna call Jane to see if she can come sit with you while I go work on this insurance thing.
I don't need a babysitter.
Okay. Well, then I'll help you back into bed.
No, honey, we agreed, remember? We're gonna let me handle my recovery my way.
I'm sorry. Okay. All right, well, I have my pager on if you need me for anything.
Okay.
And you can send a text message to the cell phone. The instructions are on the computer.
Excellent.
80-character limit.
Get out.
I'm going.
Mr. Montgomery, I'm sorry you had to travel all the way down here. We really should have been able to handle this over the phone. Did you get the name of the person you spoke with?
It's not important.
Well, it is to us. Was it Mitzi or Steve? Was it Linda? It was Mitzi, wasn't it?
Clerical errors happen. I only want your company to pay what it's supposed to.
Say no more, Mr. Montgomery. We know that insurance companies have a bad reputation, but we're working to change that. We're the insurance company that's not afraid to say, we're sorry.
Uh-huh.
Would you like some coffee, a cappuccino, espresso?
No, they already asked me.
I'm sorry. Now, how much are we talking about?
About $6,000.
Well, let's just cut you a check right now.
No, I already have a check.
Oh, I see. Well, this will just take a second. Yeah, Mrs. Lepkus, I have a Mr. Montgomery here, and he has a check for $6,052. Could you bring that down here in cash? And some lemon squares.
I don't.
Oh, no, pass on the lemon squares. Okay.
Mr. Cadwell, you're not listening to me.
I'm so sorry. Because we're the insurance company that listens.
I'm going to be as clear as I can be. The anesthesiologist sent us a bill for $6,000. You sent him a check, and then you sent us a check.
Excuse me. I'm Mr. Walden, the area supervisor. Is there a problem here?
No, sir, everything is fine. This is Mr. Montgomery, and I'm listening, and I'm sorry.
I don't want to make a big thing out of this, Mr. Walden, but truth be told, Mr. Cadwell is not listening.
Wow. I hear you. Mr. Cadwell, why don't you get Mr. Montgomery a cappuccino and some lemon squares? And while you're at it, take a minute to think about whether you really belong in our can-do circle. All right, Mr. Montgomery. What seems to be the problem? And let me begin by saying, we're sorry.
Whoa. Look at all this exercise equipment. I bet this place is crazy after work.
Hospital, Larry.
Oh, I bet this place is crazy after work.
Hi, Pete. Oh, hey, sorry I'm late. Pete convinced me to spend my lunch hour playing tonsil hockey.
It's fun in a hospital. You get to use other people's tonsils. I'll see you tonight, all right?
How you doing? 15 pounds, huh?
Well, I'm glad you and Pete are hitting it off so well. Having only met because I was in a car accident and needed physical therapy, another cosmic card shuffling.
I don't know why people have such trouble believing in these things when the evidence is so clear.
Look, I am having fun with Pete, but I know the type. Just divorced, bad furniture, answers the phone, yellow. A guy like that doesn't want to get serious.
Oh, trust me. This is gonna get serious.
Hey, Martha. You know what? I'm running a little late. Do you mind waiting? Why not?
I'm already waiting for a decent job and true love. This makes it a hat trick.
Wow, what's her story? Oh, she's a mess. Okay. She shatters her femur, so she comes here for therapy, right? And then she finds out her mom, who she hasn't spoken to in 10 years, is upstairs dying. And the mother wants nothing to do with her.
Oh, that's horrible.
Get to know her. You'll be on the mother's side.
Well, maybe that broken leg's gonna be one of the best things that ever happened to her.
Nice try, lady. Next time, bring your A game.
And I'm standing at the altar with Earl, and I'm looking for my mother, and she never shows up.
Well, to be fair, Martha, it was your third wedding in 5 years. She was at the first two.
She got married on a boat on purpose. She knows I get nauseous.
Is that true? Do you know your mother gets nauseous?
Yes.
Abby, that's gonna be Greg. Can you just talk to him for a minute?
Hi, Greg. Hang on.
Okay, this is good. We're being honest. Let's keep going. Okay?
I hate your hair. What were you thinking?
Let's not use up all our honesty in one shot.
I'm sorry, Greg. Sorry.
Hi, where's Dharma?
She's right here. We're still at the hospital.
Why? Is everything all right? Can I speak to her?
Now's not a good time. She's working on reuniting a mother and daughter.
What?
All right, let's think back. When was the last time you two were happy together?
Oh, this is good. She's looking for points of commonality.
Abby, she's been gone all morning. She needs to come home and rest.
Oh, just a minute, Greg. Larry, take it.
No, not Larry. No.
Come on, there must be something.
We used to go out for banana splits at Rigby's.
Oh, yeah. That was next to the store where we used to get your extra wide shoes.
Okay, that's it. We're going out for ice cream and new shoes.
Yeah. Oh.
Hello?
Are you up to this?
Pick up the phone. Someone. Pick up the Dharma. It's just so frustrating. I told her that I would let her do things her way, but last night she stayed out until 3 o'clock in the morning. And why? They went out for ice cream. And then they had to take their waitress to a cave near San Jose so she could get over her fear of bats.
I'm sorry.
That's a hard habit for you to break, isn't it?
12 years down the drain.
Wow. You worked there 12 years?
No, 12 years sober.
Okay. Where were we?
My wrongful termination. So, will you handle the case?
Well, it's the least I can do. I feel terrible about what happened. I'll start by writing them a letter. That's usually enough to scare them.
I want to let you in on a little secret. When they say, I'm listening, they're not.
I sense that. Do you mind if I call my wife?
Yeah, I don't have a wife.
Dharma, are you there? Pick up. I hope this means you're napping. Okay, I'll call you later. Bye.
So, if we send a threatening letter...
You know what? She's not napping. She's probably out teaching gang members to square dance. I gotta go. I will call you tomorrow.
No, let me by.
Hi, Greg.
Hey, Greg.
Hi, what's going on?
Same old, same old.
Dharma,
Oh, hi, honey.
I've been calling.
Oh, sorry, there's a lot of people. It's hard to hear the phone.
Why are there a lot of people?
Okay, I told Martha that I would sneak a pizza into her mom at the hospital.
Martha?
Yeah, Florence's daughter from the family I reunited.
Of course.
Yeah, and that's when it hit me. Disabled people in vans taking food to shut-ins. Meals on wheels. On wheels.
It gives people in wheelchairs a chance to help. And the sick people don't have some healthy person bringing them lunch. Oh, I'm healthy and you're not.
Yep.
Dharma, you were just in an accident. You can't go delivering food in your wheelchair.
I have to go. That's how we get good parking spaces.
No. Honey, if you don't slow down, you're not going to get better.
This is how I am going to get better. Come
We talked about this. You said you were going to let me do this my way.
Yes, and that's when I thought your way was candles and incense and all that crap.
Well, guess what? It's all this crap.
Okay, you know what? I give up. I've got to go take a deposition. Here is my cell phone and my walkie-talkie and my pager.
Thank you.
Other people call me.
Is Greg okay?
Yeah, he just doesn't understand the power of what's going on here. Well, hey, I'm a believer. Because of Dharma, I may have met a man I could marry. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I guess it works for me, too. If everybody hadn't come together to help Dharma with the free lunch thing, wouldn't have had a chance for a little sex with the ex.
You see? Good for you. Can you go get me some more of these brown bags from the kitchen?
You're sleeping with Pete. Well, he was bragging about this new girlfriend and how he's getting some, and you know how sexy that makes a guy. Some coffee.
Nancy.
Nancy Pete.
Do you think it's possible that maybe you and Pete are just taking this whole thing a little too fast? I mean, whatever happened to just having fun? Dharma, you're the one who said to jump in with both feet. Well, I meant like when you do the hokey pokey. You know, you put both feet in and then you take them out and you turn yourself about.
Well, hope you're happy, Dharma. That was my mother, and I'm in hell.
Hang on. What? I thought things were going so great.
They were when she was dying, but I just found out she's gonna pull through. Now she's moving in with me, her favorite daughter, thank you very much. Tomorrow a man's coming over to my apartment to remove the wallpaper she hates, and I'm supposed to be there because apparently he's single and not picky. That creep.
You mean that creep?
Hey, Nance.
Thank God I never have to hear again.
Hey, want to hear a funny coincidence?
No, not really. Okay.
What's with Nancy?
Could it be that you were cheating on her?
Sounds about right.
Why?
I panicked. You know, all of a sudden she started saying stuff like, you know, we were meant for each other and let's jump in with both feet. It's all water under the bridge now. Yeah, I guess I'm all yours, kid.
How is that a turn on? Call me when you're seeing someone. I think your muffins are burning.
Hey, Jane, I don't make noises like that, do I?
Oh. Hello, anyone?
Dharma? Yes, I came back. This is ridiculous and I'm not going to do it anymore. You're in a wheelchair, you need to rest, and you need to let me take care of you.
Okay.
What happened?
I was in a really bad car accident.
I know.
It wasn't any big thing that the universe was doing. It just happened and it sucks.
Yeah, it does suck.
I didn't help anybody. Not Martha or Nancy, Pete, and Jane. I gotta tell you, Greg, I really tried to believe it, but I'm not sure that guy looked better bald. Might have been a lateral move.
It's okay. I'm here.
I know. always are.
And this is 5. 5 ducks.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Flashcards, I'm teaching them numbers.
Yeah. Then after that, I'm going to teach him to deal poker from the bottom of the deck.
Abby, look what you're doing here. You're locking him into the concept that this is 2 and this is 3. You're putting his little mind in a straitjacket.
Larry, counting is a natural human activity. I'm counting to 10 right now.
Next thing, you'll be singing him the ABCs like letters have to come in some official order, like G is better than H because it comes first. Oh, wait. Yeah, G.
And you guys, look at this. This nut is taking a bath in the fountain in front of City Hall. Look, he's got a shower cap and a loofah and
Wow, Terry's back in town.
You know this guy?
Yeah, he's a performance artist. We used to do pieces together all the time.
Well, this isn't art. This is hygiene.
Oh, no, this is his art. Like last year in Berlin, he lined up 500 pairs of shoes in front of the Brandenburg Gate and tried them all on. The piece was called, Do These Come in a 9?
I'm sorry I called him a nut.
Thank you for bailing me out. You know, being in jail is it's just changed how I look at everything.
He was in jail for 3 hours.
Yeah, and it was hell. Jail is like some kind of cage.
Oh, remember in Minneapolis when you built that giant cage you ran on the big hamster wheel?
Yeah.
You should do that again.
No, Dharma. I'm trying to focus on my new series right now. Right now, I'm trying to focus on private acts in public places.
You were always the last kid picked for dodgeball, weren't you?
It's okay, Dharma. He just doesn't get it. Look at those mirrors. See, I'm gonna shave, nick myself, and then put a little piece of toilet paper on it.
Why?
No, honey, you don't ask why.
No. In this piece, I want people to ask why.
Well, look at that. Good for you, honey.
Oh, look, shrunken Applehead dolls.
It's like I want them to ask, why is this man shaving in public? Does he have no home? Does he know where he is? Does his beard grow at some superhuman speed?
Wow. You know, Terry, your work has really evolved.
I know. It's amazing, isn't it? Yeah. Dharma, listen. Next week, I'm going to do this piece where I live in an art gallery for 7 days, on display 24 hours a day.
Why?
Very good. Do it with me.
What, live at the art gallery with you?
Yeah. 2 people living in a cramped space, irritated, fighting, picking at each other, getting on each other's nerves.
Oh, wow, that sounds like so much fun.
Doesn't it?
Hey, look at this. Wouldn't this look great in my parents' lake house?
It's grotesque. I love it.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
You sure you're okay with this?
Sure. You know, it looks great. You've got your bunk beds and your table and your big window to the street and the people out there gawking at you. It really opens the space up.
Wow, we have gawkers already.
It's exciting. Can you feel it? Hey, you ready?
Yeah, totally. Just unpacking and getting settled, and Greg's trying to talk me out of it in a really sweet, kind of lame, passive-aggressive way.
Oh, well, did anyone hear it?
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, do you think you can get him to do it again?
Oh, I don't think he's anywhere near through.
I'm sorry, can you just help me try to understand why you're doing this?
You mean besides the chance to participate in something amazing?
Yeah, besides that.
Honey, after the car accident, I started thinking about my life and how much I've changed, and how I stopped doing the stuff that's me.
And this is you?
Well, it used to be. I mean, how long has it been since I've gone trick-or-treating in April or tried to get a job as a translator at the International House of Pancakes?
I guess too long.
I know, and I miss it.
Okay, well, then you should live in an art gallery, and unless the pancake gig comes through.
I can say boysenberry in 26 languages. Try me.
No, I believe you. Listen, I gotta get to work. So.
Okay, I love you. Come on. What kind of kiss is that? Oh, come on. Come on.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just can't. Have a good art piece.
So he's really okay with this, huh?
Well, he's trying. But watch, he's going to think of something else to say to me about it, turn around, and then change his mind. Watch.
Wow, that was really good.
I know. I can do it all day long. There's no money in it.
Hi, guys. Sorry I'm late. Let me just change my clothes and we'll go for a walk.
Already had one. They got away from me a couple of times. These are them, right?
Hey, what are you doing here?
Oh, don't ask. You want a beer?
I guess. Well, where's Abby?
Well, I don't know where she is now, but she was on my back all day. Oh, sorry. Looks like I got the last one. Split it?
No, thanks. Did you and Abby have a fight?
She threw me out. I gave the baby 2 bites of my beef burrito. Suddenly, I'm Satan. Meanwhile, she's indoctrinating the kid in the world of numbers, the linchpin of consumer-driven material excess.
So she's upset that you gave him meat.
You're not hearing my side of this at all, are you?
Larry? You do know Dharma's staying at the art gallery.
I know. That's why I figured it'd be cool to crash here until Hurricane Abby blows out to sea. Anyway, I don't want to impose. I'll just sleep on Dharma's side of the bed. You won't even know I'm here.
Larry, you're sleeping on the couch.
I wish. But this is really happening.
How's it going?
Great. We had this huge crowd for lunch, and I clipped my toenails.
Always a lunchtime favorite. Honey, we have a little problem. Your parents had a fight, and your dad spent the night at our place, and he doesn't wear pajamas, and he sat everywhere.
Honey, you know what? He probably came over because he needs a shoulder to cry on. Did you try comforting him?
Yeah, well, he did spoon me for a moment until I woke up and tried to peel my own skin off. Does that count?
He slept in the bed with you?
He claims that he got up from the couch to go to the bathroom and got disoriented on his way back.
Dharma, can you give me a hand with this?
Sure.
Amazing piece, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Maybe you could take a little break and go and deal with Larry.
Oh, honey, I can't just leave. It'll violate the integrity of the piece.
What am I supposed to do?
Honey, you know what? Abby and Larry get in these fights all the time, and it always blows over. And in the meantime, just lay down some towels.
Fine. But they're brand new towels. They're Egyptian cotton.
He's new. He wasn't here yesterday.
I'm not part of this.
I'm not comfortable when they talk to you.
I think he represents the repressed dark side of the human psyche.
Yes, I do.
Whoa.
Larry?
In here, Greg.
Whoa.
Sorry, man.
No. My fault. I should have knocked when you said in here, Greg.
You should have seen your face.
You were so surprised.
Yeah, well, I guess I just didn't expect to see my in-laws having sex on my butcher block.
Well, Larry told me how picky you are about the bed, Greg, and we wanted to respect that.
Thank you, Abby. I just glad that you made up.
Oh, no. We haven't made up. She's still just as mad at me.
Maybe more. But Larry and I keep our physical and emotional relationships separate.
We're not about to punish our bodies for a fight our minds are having.
We're animals, Greg, and we need sexual release. I mean, I can do it by myself.
I get it. You're still having a fight.
Okay, well, I know you probably want to make yourself some dinner, so we'll go finish in the bedroom.
I thought we were finished.
Was I speaking to you?
Amazing piece, isn't it? You see that angry guy? That's her husband. This is gonna be great.
Why can't anybody in your family keep their clothes on? It's not that hard.
I'm sorry, what?
I saw your parents having sex.
Oh, did they make up? Or were they just servicing their bodies?
Either way, the point is I now have no place to chop vegetables. Dharma, please come home. This is absurd.
Excuse me, can you make it clear that you're talking about a marital issue? Because when you say this is absurd, it sounds like you're talking about the piece. And I think the guy in the tweed is the art critic from the Chronicle.
I'm sorry if I was unclear. This piece is absurd.
Yes, it is. Because life is absurd and art reflects life.
You said you were going to be supportive of me doing the things that I love.
I am, but Larry is driving me crazy.
Yeah, but honey, you know I want to do this, and I don't want to stop just because you're uncomfortable looking at my father's tushy.
First of all, I am not looking at it. And secondly, please come home and deal with this. It's very important.
Well, since when do you get to be the one who decides what's important?
I don't know, since you decided to run off and live in an art gallery?
Look, you knew who I was when you married me. Okay, you didn't, but now you do.
Okay, all right, so that's the way it's going to be. You get to do whatever you want. I have no say, and Abby and Larry have sex on our butcher block.
Well, at least my parents have sex.
I leave my parents out of this.
All I'm saying is maybe you wouldn't be so uptight if Kitty and Edward Montgomery had used the butcher block from time to time.
Okay, all right. If that's what you have to do is stay here, then maybe I have to go and figure out what I have to do.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's art. It's open to interpretation.
Come on, Greg, you can talk to me. I'm not just your father-in-law. I'm your friend.
Listen, I just think that we
Hang on. That should do it. All I want to say is, I know you're upset with Dharma, but I got to tell you, you've really been short-tempered lately. Is there anything going on at work or at home?
Well, you're living here.
Exactly. That's got to be stressful. That's the kind of thing that would make you snap at Dharma.
So you agree that your living here might exacerbate the problems I'm having with Dharma?
Sure. You'd have to be some kind of a Superman not to have that affect you.
So you're saying that if you moved out, it might make it easier for me to handle this?
It stands to reason. And don't be too big a man to say to Dharma, hey, I blew a fuse. I got this guy living with me. He's driving me crazy. He set fire to my sofa. He broke my garbage disposal.
You what?
You know, you're right. Don't bog it down in specifics. Just say, honey, maybe I overreacted because I'm under stress, but I love you.
Larry, flare up.
Hang on.
I'm going to bed.
Right behind you.
Dharma, you asleep?
No, I'm just watching him tow that guy's car over there.
Nice. Listen, when that review comes out tomorrow, if it's a good one, and how could it not be? This piece could be extended, maybe for a month.
Terry, I don't know if I can do a month.
Because of him?
Prefer it when you call Greg that guy, because he calls you him and it gets confusing.
What do you want to do?
Well, obviously this. I mean, today when I woke up, I had a string of spit hanging from my mouth, and that's when that school group was here. And those kids are now going to grow up to appreciate art.
That's beautiful.
Terry, don't you think in a relationship you have to make compromises?
Absolutely. So you should tell that guy he's being unreasonable.
I was talking about me. Terry, I think I have to go home.
No, Dharma. Dharma, you can't leave. It's going to ruin everything.
All right, look, here's the thing, Terry. I don't know if my marriage is at risk here, but I don't really want to find out.
But if you compromise the essence of who you are, Dharma, who is it that Greg gets? Not the Dharma he fell in love with.
Yeah, but if I do stay true to myself and I am the woman he fell in love with, then how do we stay together?
Okay, we totally have to stop talking now and start again later when the gallery opens because this is brilliant.
Terry, this is my life we're talking about. This is my marriage. This is everything.
Hey, look at this.
Dharma's little art thing is reviewed in the paper.
Oh, really?
2 people living in an art gallery is nothing more and nothing less.
Well, that should have them popping the champagne.
Actually, the fella seems to like it. Oh, look at this. They mention us.
They do?
Then the argument got more heated. The woman suggested her husband wouldn't be so uptight if, quote, Edward and Kitty Montgomery had...
Edward and Kitty Montgomery had what?
Oh, that was it. Oh, you're an Aquarius, aren't you? Travels in your future.
Let me see the paper.
All right. You've changed your hair. It's lovely.
Well, I have never been so humiliated in my entire life.
No. What about the time at the governor's mansion when you tucked the back of your dress into your pantyhose? Or the O'Shaughnessy cocktail party when you sneezed and White Russian came out of your nose? Or the time...
Edward, you have made your point.
And I had a good time doing it.
I'm home. Please cover your bathing suit areas.
Hey, look who I ran into at the Discount Meat Warehouse.
I thought you said you were going to go take a deposition.
That's just what you say, like, I'm going to go see a man about a horse. Anyway, we pooled our money and we got the butcher's bonanza.
You get 6 different cuts of steak, 3 different roasts, and assorted pork products.
Larry, did you talk to Abby today?
No? Why? What's going on?
I'm going to go hang this up.
Careful when you open the closet. The paint's still wet. Thank you, Larry.
Looky. Back bacon.
Oh, hi, Dad. What's up?
Your mother wants you out of the will.
Oh, no. They printed the butcher block thing.
Let the record show I gave you hell about it. Son, if you don't mind, I'm going to cool my heels here for a while till your mother's tranquilizers kick in.
Sure.
Is that steaks I smell?
It's either that or the sofa.
Hey, Ed, what can we get you?
Have you got a New York strip in there?
Ooh, excellent choice. Look at the marbling on that. This came from one lazy cow.
You know, Kitty's been talking to my doctor. The closest thing I get to a steak these days is some kind of Salisbury turkey patty.
I'd kill for that. The closest thing I get to steak is lima beans.
Dad, I'm sure that Mother's just concerned about your health.
Well, they say it's about your health, but it's all about control. That's why I left Jane.
Jane threw you out and changed the locks.
To control me.
They tell you what to eat, what to do, what to wear. You'd think a grown man would be able to dress himself.
Tell me about it. You line up the buttons wrong just one time, and they make you stand there while they do it for you.
Is it possible they're just trying to keep you from looking ridiculous?
The point is, son, that if you're doing something, they don't understand it, they don't like it, they squash it like a bug.
Yeah, like how Abby wouldn't let me raise ostriches.
Larry, it's a pretty risky investment. They're large, they're hard to care for.
Wow. Put on a peasant dress and some patchouli, and you're Abby.
Yeah, what? You're going to make us turn off the game so we can look at some fabric swatches?
You know what? I gotta go.
Son, the boys are just teasing you about your womanly attitude.
I know, Dad. There's just something I gotta do.
Are you gonna raise those ostriches for meat?
No. I was gonna train monkeys to ride them. I saw it in a cartoon.
Nice.
Hello, Greg.
Terry, can you give us a minute?
Can I give you a minute? What, Greg, do I own time?
First time I ask with words.
Bathroom break.
Listen, I've had a chance to think about this, and I don't understand what you're doing, and I wish you weren't doing it, and it is an inconvenience for me, but the bigger thing is I miss you very much. And more than anything, I don't want to turn into our mothers.
Wow, that started off really sweet, and then it got kind of weird at the end.
Yeah. The thing is, I shouldn't stop you from doing things just because I don't understand them. I should accept that they're important to you, whatever they are, whether it's living in a gallery or raising ostriches or raising ostriches in an art gallery. The point is, you have to do this, and I have to deal with it. And then there'll be the next thing you'll have to do, and I'll deal with that, too.
Yeah, and then you'll do things that I don't understand, and I'll have to deal with them.
No, I won't.
No, you won't.
Oh, yeah? Check this out. I guess I can deal with Larry till Saturday.
Yeah, actually, honey, the piece is extended for a month.
Okay, I'll be back tonight with a pair of pajamas, some clean clothes, and drapes.
Hey, honey, bring your electric nose hair clippers. They'll love that. Morning.
Morning.
I'll make coffee.
Okay.
Morning.
Morning. Do you mind if I get in the shower first? I have to be at the office by 9.
Sure.
I don't get it.
It's art, Edward Montgomery. Now come along home. We're going to have sex as we do on a regular basis.
Hey, honey.
Hey, Dharma.
Well, it is about time. You go and you play golf every Sunday while I sit here at home. What is happening to our marriage?
I always play golf with my dad on Sundays.
All right, I forgive you. But now you have to forgive me because my father's going to try to talk your father into investing in some kind of stupid business deal. I'm sorry I tried to talk him out of it.
Ed, today is your lucky day.
Is it?
So not.
Do you eat food, Ed?
No, I don't. Get to it, Finkelstein. What are you selling?
I'm not selling anything. Just taste this chili. It sells itself.
Mmm. Good. Not bad. Spicy.
Gonna call it Uncle Larry's Vegetarian Chili.
I talked him out of the Uncle Larry-shaped bottle.
Got a bit of a kick.
Better hold on to something. It comes in waves.
I need some water.
Oh, no, actually, water will just move it around. What you need is starch. You know, maybe a piece of bread or a cracker.
Oh, yeah, we have rice cakes. Would a rice cake help?
No, I don't want a rice cake.
Oh, that's what people say, and then they try one.
Dad, are you okay?
Now, Ed, you're gonna be in charge of marketing and production and rounding up a lot of jars.
Maybe he should take an aspirin.
Yeah, I'll get one.
By the way, if you got any ideas about the name, I'm open.
Call 911.
Call 911. Well, it's out there, but you're the business guy.
Excuse me, do you know how Mr. Montgomery is doing?
Oh, he's fine.
Oh, thank goodness.
They're just finishing up some tests, routine.
Are they thinking it may have been something he ate?
I don't think so.
Larry, vegetarian chili never hurt anyone.
Well, it wasn't technically vegetarian.
Well, what was in it?
I don't know. Meat.
Larry!
Just a little hamburger for flavor. And some sausage, and the beans were larded with bacon before they went in.
Oh, my God, I ate 2 bowls of that stuff.
This was good, huh?
All right, everybody. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine.
Hey, Ed, how you feeling?
He's gonna be fine. He had a little event.
Yes, just a little event.
An event like Lollapalooza or an event like heart attack?
He had a heart attack.
Very mild.
He's gonna be completely fine. It's really the best thing that could have happened to him.
Oh, yes, it's a chance for him to slow down a little bit, eat a little better, get a little exercise.
Cut back on the scotch.
Nobody said anything about scotch. Let me see that chart.
The doctor says he can get back to his normal routine in 2 to 3 weeks.
My normal routine includes scotch.
You know what, Kitty? This is the time of his life when he should get rid of his normal routine and begin nurturing his spiritual side and start celebrating life.
No, it is not.
Kitty, he's become a wizened elder of the tribe. In some cultures, he'd be climbing a mountaintop and eating hallucinogenic plants and discussing his vision of the next life.
But I can't have scotch.
Okay, Kitty, how does this sound? As soon as he's back on his feet, I'll drive him down to Sedona to a holistic retreat for a month of reflexology, herbal baths, and walks in the woods.
No.
Okay, how about this? I sign him up for daily spiritual meditation walks right here in town with a group of Buddhist priests that I know.
No.
Weekly walks with Episcopal priests?
No.
Can I take him for a walk?
We'll see.
I knew she'd cave.
Yeah, you wore it down.
Now see what you can do about the scotch.
Hey, Janet.
Oh, hello. How is Mr. Montgomery, Mr. Montgomery?
He's doing much better. He's going to spend 1 more week at home.
Did he get our card?
Yes, he enjoyed that very much. He said to tell you that he was indeed going to hang in there, baby.
I signed it, Love, Janet. He wasn't uncomfortable with that, was he?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, thank goodness. I would hate for Mrs. Montgomery to wonder.
She doesn't wonder.
Oh, good.
Anyway, if it's not too much trouble, I was hoping that I could pick up any papers he needs to sign, phone messages, his mail.
I already took care of that.
Thanks.
Now, I'm going to give you 2 pens. He signs with the fountain pen, but when he's reading, he likes clicking the ballpoint.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Howard Lundquist. We met at the Christmas party.
Yes, I remember.
Sure you do. How's your dad coming along?
He's doing much better, thanks.
Good. So he'll be able to show you the ropes around here then?
I'm just picking up some things.
I see.
That's what I'm doing.
You know, I've been a senior VP in the legal department for 15 years. Kind of thing that could someday lead to that big office in there. Unless the prodigal son returns. And I guess that's where we are today.
No, I'm not returning. I have my own legal practice, and I'm very happy there.
Uh-huh. Oh, just so you know, I pay alimony to 2 ex-wives, and I've got a prostate the size of a desk phone.
Excuse me. We're looking for some running shoes.
We're looking for walking shoes.
Everything I got is on the wall.
What kind of a way is that to sell shoes?
Well, at least he's not pushy.
You know, my company owns this chain,
Really?
and I've never been in one. Look at that. 3 customers over there. There's nobody helping them. Inventory all over the floor needs to be reshelved. Look at this.
Yes. You're right. It's a mess. When you go home, you should write yourself a cranky letter. Now, come on, let's get you some fresh air.
Excuse me. Is anyone helping you?
A guy told me everything was on the wall.
Sit down. Sit down here. You need a tennis shoe, right? A fancy tennis shoe.
Something for running.
Ed, what are we doing here?
I'm measuring this man's feet, and I'm going to get him a pair of shoes.
Ed, you're supposed to be relaxing. You're working.
Oh, yes, you're right. I shouldn't be doing this. Okay, people, listen up. I'm the man that signs your paychecks, and I want 2 salesmen on the floor, everybody else, a staff meeting in the stockroom. This shouldn't take very long.
Okay, you don't know Denny's, do you? Because that's where I was going to take you for lunch.
Hi, sorry I'm late, Marlene.
Oh, you weren't here? I've been sending calls into your office all morning.
Did the Barrington affidavit arrive? Is Pete here?
Yes. Some of us have been here since 11.
Those are my saltwater taffies.
I didn't see your name on them. I said I didn't see it.
And that's a summary of the nude beach laws in California.
Pete.
1 second, Counselor. Okay, so after lunch, we'll discuss suing people and, you know, how all that goes. Oh, and Denise, why don't you get a table for 4 over at McCaffrey's and order the professor a whiskey sour.
You're teaching law.
No. I'm teaching Introduction to Pre-Law for the Single Woman.
How noble.
Well, the law's been very good to me. It's about time I gave a little something back.
Marlene, some coffee?
Sure, if you're going. And a biscotti.
A little tight. Bring him a 10 and a half. Oh, did you see the hole in his sock? Make a sale. Oh, I just wanted to let you know the shoes that you're getting also come in black, so you can get away with them at work.
I don't know.
Well, it's my last pair in your size.
All right.
You won't regret it. Waterproof spray?
I don't think so.
Oh, I see. So you're going to come back in a month and spend another $400 on shoes, hmm?
Fine. What else do I need?
Shoelaces, insoles, and I'll throw in the tube socks. Ring them up, Vaughn. And?
Thank you for choosing Coach's Corner.
Ed, you are smoking.
Oh, I like doing this.
I can see that. Your cheeks are all pink. That throbby vein is gone from your forehead.
You know, when I started working, I started in sales. I forgot how much I love it. It's business in its purest form. now? I just sit in an office and stare at papers and merge this, acquire that.
So work here.
What?
Look, I had big plans. You know, get you out for a walk, go get a mud bath, maybe surprise you with a high colonic. But nothing can make you as centered and relaxed as this.
Oh, come on. I just can't start selling shoes.
You own the company. You can do whatever you want.
I don't know.
Don't you think you have a right to be happy?
It's never really come up before.
Come on, try it out. You get to wear a whistle.
All right, I'll think about it. In the meantime, could you take that outside? There's no food or beverage allowed in the store.
I'll pick you up at 6.
Oh, I'm
Hi.
sorry, Mr. Montgomery. I didn't see you.
I was just dropping off these papers, and I used to sit in this chair when I was a kid.
Yes, and your father would have a coffee and you would have a cocoa.
How do you know that? You weren't here then.
It's in the file. Would you like a cocoa?
No, thanks.
How about a soft drink? Water, sparkling, flat?
You don't happen to have any saltwater taffy?
The best come from Atlantic City. I could have them flown in by tomorrow. Let me get back to you with some flavor choices.
I was just... Okay.
So you're all settled in, huh?
I'm not staying.
Oh, right. You're just picking up your father's paperwork.
Bringing it back, actually, and this is just a small thing, but I couldn't help notice on this letter of intent on the Kinesco acquisition, you don't seem to be allocating a sufficient window for due diligence.
Okay, so that's the deal. I make one little mistake and phew, I'm out of here. So long, loyal worker. Hello, fruit of my loins.
I'm just saying you might have missed this.
Yes, sir. Won't happen again, sir.
Oh, you're here.
No, he's not here. He's just dropping off paperwork.
What are you doing here?
Your dad just wanted some old book about how to self-step. See you later.
Hey, what's going on?
Well, if you ask me, I'll tell you, because that is the kind of relationship we have, based on honesty. So before you technically and officially ask me, let me just tell you in all honesty, you don't want to know.
Where is he, Dharma?
He's selling sneakers at the mall.
Do you remember the old days when I would have said what or... No, come on, where is he really?
We've grown.
Yes?
Mr. Montgomery, your mother's on line 1.
Hello, Mother, what's new? Mrs. Biedermeyer saw him at the mall selling shoes. Well, was she sure that it was Dad? He waved at her.
I'll give you some privacy.
Don't move. No, Mother, I don't think that you need to go down there. I'm sure that Dad will come to his senses eventually. Yes, I suppose your presence might help speed that along. My mother's headed for the mall.
Me too. Want to come?
Remember the old days when I would have said, sure?
Uh-huh.
There you go. If you find these cheaper someplace else, you're spending too much time shopping and not enough running.
Hey, Ed. No business like shoe business, huh?
Hey, that's a good one.
So, where did you tell Kitty you were going to be today?
I told her I was going to be playing cards at the country club.
Don't you think she would have understood if you had said, hey, I am a man who just had a heart attack and I need to find a way to relax and I found something and it's a little unusual, but damn it, it works for me?
Why? I think she bought the card thing.
Edward Montgomery, what on earth are you doing here?
Kitty, he is a man who's just had a heart attack and... Oh, shoot, I just had it.
My husband is selling shoes.
Yeah. And the way he's going, he is looking at 2 passes to the Great America theme park in Santa Clara.
2 passes, huh? I bet he'll take you, Kit Kat.
Beverly Biedermeyer saw you in here measuring people's feet.
Beverly Biedermeyer. I waved at her. I couldn't think of her name.
I told her she must be mistaken, that it was probably your semi-recovered alcoholic brother, Billy. But that's not going to hold up forever.
Kitty, there is nothing to be embarrassed about.
Oh.
Edward loves selling shoes. He's relaxed. He's happy. Look at him.
I am looking at him. He looks ridiculous.
Oh, then you really won't like me in my summer uniform. It's shorts and a tank top.
Edward Montgomery, it is time for you to come home.
Ed, You tell her that you love it here and that you're gonna stay.
No, Dharma. This has been fun, and I really appreciate what you've been doing, but
But this is not where this man belongs.
What about all the fun of making a sale and business in his purest form?
No, Kitty's right. I have a lot of things I ought to be doing. Punch out for me, will you, Vaughn?
He's just going? This totally sucks.
Totally.
I'm looking for some running shoes.
Everything I got is on the wall.
Dharma?
Edward forgot his book.
Oh, thank you.
Kitty, about the shoe store, I'm sorry. I just thought someone should be thinking about Edward's happiness.
Apology accepted?
It wasn't really an apology.
Well, let's just pretend it was and move on.
Listen, I still think Edward needs to find ways to relax and decompress. And if selling shoes is wrong for reasons I don't completely understand, maybe he can find something on this list. I didn't put anything on there where he needs to wear a uniform or touch people's feet or sing, even though I don't really know where you stand on that.
I wouldn't like that.
That's what I thought. So, can I show this to him?
He's not here. He went to the office.
Kitty, how could you make him go back to that office?
I didn't.
Oh, come on. You dragged him out of that shoe store by his ear.
Because Edward Montgomery should not be selling shoes. I have no objection to the man enjoying his life. Frankly, I think it's time he retired.
Well, you don't seem to be helping much.
One could say the same thing of you.
What?
You are the one who encouraged Gregory to search his soul, to follow his bliss, to defend the innocent. Did you ever stop to think that the only reason Edward Montgomery is sitting in that office is because he is waiting for his son to come in and take over the reins?
No.
Well, think about it now.
That's everything I had on the Kinesco acquisition. I also noticed something in the prospectus for the Energy Division tracking stock.
I had the flu when I wrote that.
There you go, sir. Cocoa with miniature marshmallows.
Thank you, Janet.
Nothing for me, thanks.
Anyway, back to the tracking stock. Howard, have the underwriters signed off on this third quarter financial? Oh, hey, Dad.
Am I interrupting?
No, I brought your papers back and I noticed a couple of things, minor things.
Very minor things. You have to be some kind of superhuman freak to notice them. Not that your son is a freak. Or freakish. If you'll excuse me, I have a urologist appointment.
Thanks. My dad will fill you in on the rest of this. I guess I should be getting out of here. You probably want your desk back.
You look pretty good sitting there. Janet tells me you worked out some of the kinks in the Kinesco deal.
Yeah, just a couple of simple things. Howard would have caught them.
Eventually. It's not his fault. He's got some kind of a medical problem.
He mentioned that. Anyway, I'll see you later, Dad.
Hey, why don't you stick around? We could go down to the commissary, grab a lunch.
I've got to get back to the office.
Yeah, maybe some other time. You know, they have a Edward Montgomery sandwich.
Really?
Only place I've ever seen it.
What time will you be in the morning, sir?
Oh, I won't be in the morning, Janet.
I'll make a note of that. Oh, sir, your taffy arrived.
What are you doing out here?
All right, class. Now, which of these examples is not sexual harassment? Miss Jones, could you bend over and see what's in the bottom of that tray?
I told him he could finish the semester.
Where's Marlene? What's psychic electrolysis?
I'm hoping those are two separate errands.
Listen, I'm sorry about what happened with your dad.
No. You care about him, and you want him to relax and enjoy his life.
It's just sometimes I get it in my head that I can fix these things, but I can't fix this one.
No, you can't.
I mean, I thought your mom was pressuring him to go to work, but it turns out your dad's just Well, he has his own reasons for being there.
I think he's waiting for me, Dharma. He won't ask, but he won't leave the business until he knows I'm there.
Okay, how is it that everybody in your entire family knows everything about everybody without ever talking? Is it like dolphins? Is it a scent thing? Is it telepathy? What's the code?
I'm gonna do it, Dharma.
Are you gonna work for your dad?
Just temporarily, to make him comfortable about taking it easier.
Look at you. You are a wonderful son. It's not going to be easy leaving behind everything you've created here.
Make yourself at home, why don't you?
Yes, you should sue me for that. That was exactly my point.
I want to take the stairs. Somebody threw up in the elevator. Professor.
Sure you're not going to miss it here?
Oh, it'll be a sacrifice, but he is my father.
Congratulations, you are now a graduate of the Pete Kavanaugh Law School. Congratulations, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I'm sorry, Nadine. You've got to do a little extra credit work.
You almost done in here?
Yeah, all done.
Shower inspector.
Dharma, I'm going to be late for work.
I'm sorry about that, sir, but I have a job to do.
So I'll be a little late.
You're going to be a lot late.
Hang on, soap in my eye.
Hey, look at that. You've got a gray hair.
Where?
Not out there, in here.
Ow!
Got it. Hey, it's got a buddy.
Leave the buddy. Leave the buddy.
Excuse me. I'm Rick Sanderson. I have an appointment to see Greg Montgomery.
So he's expecting you?
Yeah, I assume so. I have an appointment.
So you're not sure?
No, I was kind of making a joke.
Sir, this is a security area. There's no joking. Also, I didn't get it.
When you make an appointment, that means somebody's expecting you.
Okay, well, now you've completely changed your story, haven't you?
Is there a problem here?
No, everything's fine, Chief. Code orange, code orange.
Yeah, I'm Rick Sanderson. I went to the same law school as Greg Montgomery. I made an appointment to see him through the Alumni Association, so he is expecting me.
This is the third story he's told me.
Morning, Larry. Walter.
Hey, Greg.
Oh, Greg Montgomery?
You don't have to answer that.
I'm Rick Sanderson.
Oh, great. Come on up.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to see me, Mr. Montgomery.
Oh, please, call me Greg. My dad's Mr. Montgomery.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, cancel code orange. Resume code green.
Yeah, but the coolest thing was Mr. Montgomery let me sit in on a meeting with the legal department.
You really can call me Greg.
Right, I'm sorry. It's just how I was brought up. It's not because you're old or anything.
He's getting there. Did you tell him what I found in the shower this morning?
It didn't come up, Dharma.
So does your wife know that she's married to a legend?
Oh, sure. That part of the shower story you tell him.
I imagine he's talking about something else.
Yeah, see, every fall, the third-year law students do something to freak out the first years. So the story is Greg passed out fake campus maps at orientation. So everyone looking for constitutional law wound up at the Communication Arts Building.
They're still talking about that, huh?
Oh, it's ancient history.
Oh, no kidding. Well, anyway, I should probably get going. Thanks for dinner and everything.
Sure. Let me know if there's anything else I can do.
Yeah, just don't call in the afternoon, because that's when he takes his nap.
Dharma.
I said that's when you take your nap.
Thanks again. See you later.
Come on, you're not really upset, are you?
No, just grumpy. I'm a grumpy old guy.
I mean, you're not old. You can't tease real old guys because they yell and shake their canes at you.
I know you're teasing, but that kid out there giving me the business seriously thinks I'm an old guy.
You think maybe it's because you say things like giving me the business?
All right. That kid that was dissing me.
Dissing Lucy! Ooh, it's hammer time. Greg?
Yeah?
How long has this bronze army guy been in here? So you don't put it in Ziploc or something, it can get crusty.
I don't believe this. I've been Eisenhowered. Rick must have snuck this in through the back door when he came in here to get water.
Okay. Why?
No, when I was in law school, there was this club, and we used to play this crazy game, and apparently they still do. I'll bet he got the glory schnauzer.
Let's not jump to any conclusions.
The glory schnauzer is that little ceramic doggy lighter, and it's like the trophy, you know, and the guy who has it is the big dog, and I had it for like 10 years.
Wow. Okay, just for the record, I married you without even knowing you were the big dog.
Well, I'm not anymore. That little punk.
Now coming in here, taking your little glory schnauzer, giving you the business. Let's get him back.
Dharma, it's not that easy. This game has very specific rules invented by very drunken law students. We have 23 hours to switch it back. We have to be invited into the victim's home. And because it's the re-Eisenhower, which is the response to the Eisenhower, I'd have to get a photo of Rick with the head in front of the Jamaican flag.
The Jamaican flag?
Yeah, not all the guys were drunk.
Sounds like a blast. Let's do it.
Well, Dharma, you know, I used to have fun doing this when I was in law school, but I also had fun, you know, playing the I object drinking game in moot court. I'm grown up now.
Come on, Greg. You play games, you play golf, you play tennis. Last night we played Pizza Boy at the women's prison.
I'm not going to do this.
Why?
Because I've got 2 gray hairs.
Just one now. Besides, I think it makes you look distinguished.
Sorry I'm late. I was making really good time, so I just kept going. Whatever. I hit all the green lights. You can't pass up a thing like that.
Finkelstein, it doesn't matter. You can come in late, you can come in early, you can sleep here, you can stay home. It really doesn't matter what you do.
Wow. You are a very nice man.
No, actually, I'm a bit of a bastard. But with you, my hands are tied.
Why?
Because your daughter is married to Ed Montgomery's son.
Go on.
Whoa.
Welcome, big dog. Say hello to your glory schnauzer recovery team.
Dharma, I thought I'd made it pretty clear that I've hung up the schnauzer.
You can't hang up a schnauzer that you don't have, Greg. Now hear me out. Ladies. Now, Rick Sanderson lives in a 4-story apartment building on Post Street. According to reliable sources, at 6:30, Rick leaves for an hour workout at the gym. At 6:31, Marcy will approach the doorman. She's hysterical. She lost her grandmother's brooch in the bushes. At that moment, Simone will walk by and relieve the doorman of his keys.
Wait a minute. Dharma, it's not that easy to pick someone's pocket.
Simone hands the keys off to Pete. Pete and Susan enter the building. Using the stolen keys, Pete and Susan enter apartment 4C, directly above Rick's apartment. The occupants are away on their honeymoon. The woman in 4B gives it 6 months max. Pete and Susan now place the Eisenhower head into a hollowed-out panda doll, which they attach to a rope and take into the bathroom. By this time, Rick is back. He is stopped by Simone. I'm going dancing tonight with my girlfriends, and I can't decide which is sexier, my low-cut cashmere sweater or my sheer blouse. Could you help me decide? They agree she'll come to his apartment to model the outfits later. Rick looks forward to this. Rick suspects nothing as he passes the neighborhood bag lady, Ruby. Or is it Ruby? The pigeon is in the building. Now, for reasons we don't fully understand, Rick owns a large, stuffed panda.
Hang on. How do you know that?
Pete took some pictures from across the street.
Oh, Pete.
Some of those are from another case I'm working on.
Anyway, there's a knock at Rick's door. It's Susan. My water was turned off in the middle of a shower. Can I finish in your apartment? Rick shrugs. A woman in a towel is never a bad thing. Susan hides the towel, being careful not to disrupt any of Rick's possessions. She also retrieves the panda. At this point, Simone swings into action. Most likely, Rick approves. As Simone heads to the bathroom to change into outfit number 2, you, my distinguished friend, arrive as a parcel delivery man, looking handsome as a man in uniform always does.
Wait a minute. You'll recognize me.
No, he won't, because you'll be wearing my father's Oliver North mask.
What Oliver North mask?
The one he wore to the Iran-Contra protest that no one got because it looked like Dick Clark. Knock, knock. Delivery. Now, Rick might be suspicious of a delivery guy, but because he looks like Dick Clark, if he suspects anything, it would be that he's won some sort of sweepstakes.
Hang on. I wouldn't look like Dick Clark. I'd look like a guy in a mask.
The point is, you'll be disguised. You can wear what you wore last Halloween.
I'm a pirate delivery guy?
We'll find a disguise. Anyway, you occupy Rick for a moment at the door.
How?
Introduce him to your parrot. Meanwhile, Simone unrolls the towel and tacks it to the wall. On the reverse side is the flag of Jamaica. She sets the fake panda bear in position. When Rick sees the flag, he's confused. At that moment, Simone unveils the Eisenhower head. Rick looks around for a camera, but hey, you're just a delivery guy holding a package. The team reunites in front of the building. They calmly walk to the van and simply drive away.
I'm in.
John, how's it going?
2 days, not a puff.
Great.
Where have you been? Rick left. Everyone's in position. Where's your mask?
Dharma, I told you a mask isn't going to work. I stopped and picked up this.
You're going to be a fisherman?
Stage makeup. The subtle illusion of character.
You don't know about stage makeup.
For your information, I was in 4 Hasty Pudding reviews at Harvard, and in our summer camp variety show, I performed an excerpt from Mark Twain Tonight. I got a standing ovation.
Fine. Go!
Okay. Here you are, ma'am.
A quarter?
We're acting. You have to make it believe.
Cheapskate!
That's your cue.
Oh, I thought you really had an itch.
Thank you.
Can I help you?
I lost my...
Yes.
I'm sorry, I can't lie to you. I haven't lost anything.
Hands off, Columbus. You discover enough.
Gotta make it look real.
2 words. Breath mint.
What happened? I'm sorry. I should have told you I'm a terrible liar. Is the part of the delivery person still open?
Okay, fine. Don't lie, but just distract him. Go. Simone!
Hi, remember me? We met earlier. Actually, we didn't meet. I like your shoes.
Man, would you like me to call you a cab?
No thanks. What do you call that?
An awning?
Oh.
Hey!
Dude, your keys got snagged on my sweater. you even bring the pirate outfit?
I have another idea.
It's no good. His keys are in a chain. All I could get was his wallet, his watch, and his nicotine patch. Okay, well, that doesn't really help, and it's kind of mean. Oh, my God! Where's Rick? What did he do? Like one sit-up? I'm gonna go get some wire cutters. No, forget the cutters, the keys. Just get in position. Petey! 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 Burn the case! No keys! No keys! Make your move, pretty lady! Make your move!
Oh, she's really into it.
Oh, Einstein, she's saying we got to get in there somehow.
Okay. Here, follow me. Hi, how you doing? Listen,
You got a cigarette, piece of gum?
yeah, sure.
Give it to me. Come on.
You had gum? Look, we're house sitting for the people in 4C, and we need a key.
Oh, okay. Look, do me a favor. They're smokers. Get me a pack of cigarettes. Lights, menthol, whatever.
The reports of my death are greatly exaggerated.
So, what do you think?
Look, you're a beautiful woman. I'm sure you'll look great in whatever you wear.
Maybe I wasn't clear. Okay, there's a good chance you're gonna see my breasts.
And there's also a good chance that you have a giant boyfriend who will chain me to the toilet and you'll end up with my stereo.
Dude, maybe you wouldn't be so worried about some giant boyfriend if you spent more than 5 minutes at the gym.
Hey, okay, call Dharma and let her know we're in.
All I was saying was that there was a moment during that kiss where it shifted from acting to not acting.
One more inappropriate remark and I'm out of here.
All right. Why don't I just go in the bedroom, get comfortable, and whatever happens after that's up to you?
You're disgusting.
How was that disgusting? Panda! Panda! Panda!
Okay, hold on. Where are you going? Someplace where somebody wants to see my breasts. Can that wait? Okay, what are you doing out here?
I'm not going to spend 1 more minute with that pintong gong gong tui tui gina.
Pete, what happened with Susan?
Why? Is she talking about me?
Just cover for her.
What do you think? Too much?
No. It's the subtle illusion of character.
Hey, sorry to bother you, man. I was taking a shower down the hall, and for some reason my hot water went out. Do you mind if I rinse off in your shower?
Your hair's not even wet.
Hey, let's not make a big deal out of this, okay, buddy?
You crazy, man? Hey, don't. Hey, package! Package! Hey, call the cops!
No, Dharma, we have to be invited. Oh,
Ask him where the phone is.
Where's your phone?
It's in the kitchen.
There's the invitation. Come on.
Greg?
Not hardly, Junior. Open the towel! Open the towel! Show the flag!
Make it under here!
Pete! Consider yourself Eisenhower, Junior. Hello, glorious now you.
So long, sucker.
This is nice. What is this, velour?
Listen, I could do some security stuff if you wanted.
Did your slinky make it down all 40 flights?
Yeah, but you have to restart it on the landings.
That takes some of the fun out of it, huh?
Yeah.
Hi, Walter. When did you get the croquet set outside?
Oh, I can't take all the credit for that.
Listen, Abby, I know I said we were going to go up to the roof and do it on the heliport, but I'm feeling a little guilty about work.
You sure? I was listening to Garrison Keeler in the car.
Don't worry. Your little prairie home companion will be back later.
Okay. Don't work too hard.
No good God.
Playing solitaire is not working late, Edward. If you don't want to see Mandy Patinkin in concert, why don't you just say so?
I don't want to see Manny Patinkin in concert.
Well, it's a little late for that now, isn't it?
Listen, Ed, I really appreciate you looking out for me, but I just don't think it's right my getting special treatment around here.
Okay. Walter, no more special treatment for Finkelstein.
Thanks, Ed.
Finkelstein, you're fired.
Fired?
Anything else, Larry?
Edward, dear, we have to go. Our love to Abby.
Miss calls for champagne. I'll meet you in the bed.
You got it, big dog. Get ready for the fur to fly. Greg? Look.
Oh, no.
You can't just leave the head like that. There's got to be rules for re-Eisenhowering.
There butter on the windowsill?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then they're probably, ducks in the bathroom.
Okay. What do we do now?
Do?
Mm-hmm.
We absolutely don't do anything. Dharma, I'm too old for this.
No, you're not. It's just what you've been doing with your hair lately.
You know, there's a time in your life for sneaking busts of Eisenhower into people's dorm rooms, and there's a time in your life for putting that behind you.
Says who?
Everyone believes that.
I don't.
Well, if we keep going, it gets pretty crazy.
Bring it on, baby.
Hey, you ever done it with an old guy in a room full of ducks?
That depends. How many is a room full?
May I help you?
I'm here to apply for the security guard job.
Nice try, Finkelstein.
It was worth a shot.
I cannot believe there is an entire bookstore devoted to crackpot conspiracy theories.
Yeah. It's Larry's favorite.
Look, Blair, they've got a whole bunch of new stuff on the Kennedy assassination.
Oh, who cares? It was probably just Oswald anyway.
Boy, getting fired's really bummed him out.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's always a little depressed between jobs. Remember that rough stretch we had from 78 to 89?
Oh, look at this. Alien Abductions, a 12-step recovery handbook. This is a joke.
Not to people in AAAA.
But, Dharma, this is not something you believe in, right?
Well, it's not really a subjective thing, Greg. It's science.
Dharma, it is not science. Look, I can deal with aromatherapy and astrology, and I'm willing to take a wait-and-see position on reincarnation, but come on. I mean, UFOs? Those are for people in pickup trucks on dirt roads that, done seed it with their own two eyes.
Fine, Greg. Humans built the pyramids. Find anything good, Larry?
No.
Hey, Mike. If you ever need anyone to help out here at the store, Larry knows this place like the back of Bigfoot's hand.
I wish I could hire him, Dharma, but I'm selling the store. For all I know, next week, this will be a Jamba Juice.
This is all I need. First, the Earth Shoe store closes, and now this.
Larry, the Earth Shoe store closed 20 years ago.
Yeah, and now this.
Man, why are you selling?
I'm spread too thin. I have the UFO support group, my Loch Ness newsletter, and I'm writing a musical based on my favorite episode of Star Trek.
Larry, this could be a great opportunity for you.
What do I know about running a Jamba Juice?
No, you keep it as a bookstore. Hey, honey, do you think your dad would put up the money to buy this place?
For the guy he just fired?
He could have just said no. What about your brother, Larry? He could put up the money.
I don't want his money. It's blood money.
He's a dentist.
Gums bleed, Dharma. Gums bleed. Come on, Abby.
Do you really believe that there are little guys like this flying around the planet?
Like this? No, of course not. They're in ships.
Those are weather balloons or atmospheric phenomena or pie plates on strings.
Me, if you have some evidence you would like to show me, I'd be willing to have an open mind, unlike some people.
Okay, so just so that I know what I'm up against, where do you stand on the Easter Bunny?
Well, I ain't seen it with my own two eyes, Greg, but how do you explain them chocolate eggs?
Hey, sweetheart. So, I hear you have a tooth that's acting up.
Yeah, came on me just like that, out of the blue. By the way, Larry says hi.
Says or is?
Larry really does admire you.
So, I am no longer a member of the unholy international military dental conspiracy.
Not really sure. Anyway, he's doing something now that you'd be very proud of. He's thinking of going into business. There's a bookstore for sale that he's interested in.
And you want me to be an investor?
Oh, no, you'd have to buy the whole thing.
Dharma, honey, your father and I barely speak.
Let me tell you something. Here's a big old check is a great icebreaker.
I don't think so, Dharma.
Come on. It's a conspiracy bookstore. It's perfect for Larry. And this is a place where he can be happy for the rest of his life. And I know you want him to be happy. You still send him dental floss for his birthday.
Sweetheart.
Come on. Besides losing a whole bunch of money, what's the worst that could happen?
Dharma, I don't think that he would even take money from him.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing. You probably have to beg him a little.
Well, I'll tell you what. I will think about it. In the meantime, I found your problem.
I have a problem? I don't have a problem.
You, my dear, have a fractured filling. Judy, could you set up for a two-surface composite and bring me lidocaine and a 21-gauge needle?
He's just kidding, Judy!
I don't know why you're bringing me back down here. I can't afford to buy this place.
You probably can. I'm not really going to play hardball here.
Larry, let's not worry about the money. Just look around and decide if this is something that you'd like to do.
It's a very exciting line of work.
Hello.
Hey, Uncle Herb.
What's he doing here?
Well, I told him about the store, and he said he'd be willing to help you out. Take a look around, Uncle Herb.
I don't want his help.
No need to be hasty. Let's see what the nice man with the Rolex has to say.
It's not a bad place. You know, I mean, it could use a little fixing up. You might want to move this bookcase out of the doorway here.
Remodeling is one of the privileges of ownership.
It's a great opportunity, Uncle Herb.
Larry, if this is something that you want to do and you think you can make a go of it, I would be glad to lend you the money.
You see what he does to me? How can I work with that?
Okay, Dharma, I tried.
No, hang on, Uncle Herb.
Yes, hang on, Uncle Herb.
Larry, he really wants to help you out here.
No, he doesn't. He just wants to show he's the big man. Just like he makes everybody call him doctor when he's not one.
I am a dentist.
Let me ask you a question. In a theater, when somebody yells, "Is there a doctor in the house?" do you go running?
Of course not.
Well, I do. Because I care about people, and that will always be the difference between us.
All right, why don't we focus on the things that you have in common, huh? Like, hey, I never noticed it before, but you both have the same throbbing vein in your forehead when you get angry.
Dharma, I cannot talk to this man. He thinks it is a crime to be successful. I worked for everything I have.
Not everything.
Okay, here it is. Come on.
Let's talk about a Hank Greenberg baseball card taken from me in a crooked staring contest.
How can a staring contest be crooked?
You tell me.
While y'all sort this out, I'm writing down a number that would make me very happy, and several others that would be just fine.
Okay. This is ridiculous.
I win again.
Do you want the money or not?
Okay, I'll take it. But you have to promise not to lord it over me.
I wouldn't do that, Larry.
Of course not, because you're the perfect brother.
Okay, and now you say something nice to Larry.
Oh, hello, son. I didn't know you were here. Want a drink?
Oh, no, thanks. Do you want to hear the weirdest thing? I was looking at this book on UFOs that Dharma has, and I realized that I have the same book from high school, but they've changed it. Same sightings, but now they're unexplained. The documentation is classified. They've deleted all of the rational explanations.
How is Dharma?
She's fine, but she believes in UFOs, and this kind of stuff is why.
You know, we had a couple of boys in Vietnam who said they saw a UFO or two.
You think maybe they did drugs?
Well, after seeing something like that, who could blame them?
Gregory! Hello, dear. What brings you by?
Probably nothing. Maybe something. Maybe something big.
Well, I wish you luck with that.
What's that, a rose?
Oh, this, yes. Well, it's the most delightful thing. I had lunch with Teensy at that little French place. And you know that charming valet, the one who always remembers my name.
Yeah.
He left this on the passenger seat.
Well, don't you think that's a little inappropriate?
Edward, are you jealous?
No. What would I do with a flower?
Oh, you are jealous.
No, it's not right. You're a man's wife.
Yes, I am. Now, I'm going up to my bedroom. Why don't you slip into something a little more comfortable and join me?
Absolutely. Just to save us both a little embarrassment, this is about sex, right?
Okay, one used cash register, $50.
Pete, you are a lifesaver. Larry broke the other one trying to find the bell. Did you know that Richard Nixon enlisted Elvis as a consultant on the fake moon landing, and part of it was filmed at Graceland?
Yeah, I heard that. Okay, let me tell you a couple of things about this. It doesn't have numbers per se, so here's what you got to do. Say you got a book that's like $6. You want to hit quarter pounder. That's not quite enough, so you want to go large fry, and that'll bring you right in the ballpark there. Great.
Dharma, your belief in UFOs is not your fault. I've done some research, and I think I've stumbled on an organized conspiracy of individuals suppressing the truth about UFOs for their own financial gain.
Yep, we're all getting rich. That's how we can afford these fancy lives.
You know, I dated a girl that was abducted by a UFO.
You did not.
All right. She wasn't a girl. She was pushing 60, but let me tell you, my friend, those aliens, they taught her a few tricks.
Yes, this makes sense. A superior race travels millions of miles to teach our women how to have sex.
Take a look at these things, Greg. They're not lookers. They better have some skills.
Look at this. We live in a culture of irrationality and conclusion jumping.
Yeah, hang on, honey. Where's our grand opening at? I took it down there myself. They said we were going to be right between the futons and the colonic irrigation.
Excuse me. Fire inspection.
Oh, okay. Yes, hi. I'm calling about an ad I placed yesterday.
Let me ask you a question. Does this look like a UFO to you?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, based on your own observation or on a predisposition caused by images you've seen in the media?
Oh. Yeah, I guess I see your point.
See, it's easy if I explain it to you one-on-one. But the trick is to explain it to a brainwashed public at large.
Yeah, I bet that's the trick, all right. Excuse me.
That's strange. They said Mr. Finkelstein called and canceled the ad. That doesn't make any sense. We open tomorrow.
No, you don't.
What?
Call us when you move that bookcase out of the doorway and we'll reinspect.
No. It's always been there. Can you believe this guy? Why did Larry cancel the ad?
Maybe he didn't. Maybe you were given false information. It happens.
No, the woman said she personally spoke to a Mr. Finkelstein. But she didn't say Larry.
Why would Uncle Herb cancel the ad?
So the store would fail?
But he put up the money.
Yeah. And why? Look at this place. Honey, Larry always claims that Uncle Herb always wants everyone to know that he's the big success and that Larry's the failure. Maybe there's something to that. I mean, who's the one who noticed the bookcase and all of a sudden a fire inspector shows up? If the store never opens, Larry looks like a loser, and Uncle Herb comes out scot-free, just like the guys who faked the moon landing.
See, honey, this is the problem with you believing in UFOs. It makes stuff like this almost sound like it makes sense.
Oh, I'm sorry I haven't seen more of you, little guy. He's a beautiful boy, Larry.
I know. And look at that head of hair.
Don't get too attached to it, little fella.
Word of the truth.
I don't know how you did it, Dharma, but it sure is great to see Herb and Larry getting along so well.
Yeah. Maybe I didn't do such a good thing here.
Why, is something wrong?
I might have conspiracies on the brain here, but I think Uncle Herb is trying to sabotage the store. Tell me that's completely crazy.
I wish I could, sweetie.
What?
Well, Herb's always been kind of jealous of Larry. You know, of his lifestyle and his accomplishments and his analytical mind. And plus, he never quite got over the fact that I chose Larry over him.
I never knew that.
Yeah. I dated Herb first. But we were at this party one night, and I saw your father across the room. You know, he was wearing one of those fringe jackets, and he was spinning around and around. I thought he was dancing, but he was just trying to get his arm into his sleeve. He needed me, and I've been there ever since.
Herb was pretty upset.
Well, he didn't say anything, but when Larry took me home, he tried to run us off the road twice.
Let's serve the carrot cake.
I don't see anything wrong, Dharma.
Oh, there's something there. Keep looking. Maybe it's one of my molars.
The only problem I see in here, a little piece of walnut from your mom's carrot cake. So, how is it going with the bookstore? You guys still opening tomorrow?
Why wouldn't we be?
I don't know.
Well, we are. It's going to be a huge success. We got one of the guys from the X-Files coming to sign autographs.
Really?
Yeah. Mitch Pileggi plays the FBI boss. With him there to launch us, they're stalking us. We just have to make sure that nothing happens to him when he's walking to the store from the St. Regis Hotel at 9 o'clock in the morning, right?
Okay, I see what's going on.
What? Nothing. I'm just talking about a guy who plays Skinner on the X-Files staying at the St. Regis Hotel.
I think biting down on that walnut might have given you a little hairline crack in that molar.
No, it didn't.
Does this bother you? Are you sure?
I would tell you if it hurt, you don't have to do it again. Well, I did it. I laid a little trap for Uncle Herb with a little piece of cheese named Mitch Pileggi.
Dharma, you're drooling.
Yeah, I had a root canal, but it was so worth it. What's that?
Oh, just some UFO info that might open a few eyes down at Larry's store. Do you want a tissue? Do you
No,
need to lie down?
fine. Except for the throbbing pain.
Dharma, look what you're doing. You know, I know you care about your father, but you really have gone over the edge here. I think you need to stop obsessing.
Where are you going?
Oh, San Bruno UFO Society. I'm gonna rub their noses in the truth.
Right in front of me. He gave you the damn flower right in front of me.
Oh, please, he was charming. Oh, my, look at this. Oh, well. Oh, a little poem. Amour, that's love, right?
Let me see that. Ah. When I was a kid, I parked cars one summer at the country club. You fiddle around with the radio station, you move the seat around, maybe you take a little change, but you leave the man's wife alone.
I will meet you upstairs.
The hell you will.
Edward, you're back.
Damn right I'm back.
You have to understand, people. You were taken in. It's not your fault. It's a vast conspiracy. They had to sell the books. Spielberg had the movie coming out. This is not fringe stuff. Aliens are $1 billion business in this country, and you are the poor, unwitting pawns of the industry. Any questions?
No. I think you made yourself pretty clear.
Thank you.
Takes all kinds, don't it?
Yes, hi. Is this Marcel? Yeah, hi. I'm the lady who called you about an hour ago about Mitch Pileggi from the X-Files. I am not a kook. I just want to walk behind him and make sure he doesn't get kidnapped by a dentist. Ugh, hang on. Hello? Hey, Larry, listen, I have bad news. I think something happened with Mitch Pileggi, and I can't... What? Okay, I'll be right there. Oh, my God.
Oh, I came as soon as I heard.
Oh, if not sooner!
What?
Larry, I'm sorry you have to find out this way, but Uncle Herb has been setting you up to fail. He canceled the ad, he tipped off the fire inspector, he shanghaied our celebrity, and when all else failed, he took a match to the place.
I burned the store down.
You heard it! Take him away, boys!
Oh, wait, Dharma. Herb didn't set the fire. They said that those old lights that you put up started it.
And I canceled the ad.
You did?
Well, you said everybody will see it. Everybody includes the CIA, the FBI, the student loan people.
Okay.
Then who tipped off the fire inspector?
I think you did when you filed the application for a business license.
That was a good thing, Dharma. Honey, there could have been people in here when you started the fire.
Okay. All right, fine. But then what happened to the guy from the X-Files?
I'm here.
Where have you been? I was waiting outside the hotel for you.
Sorry, I had to sneak out the back. Concierge gave me a heads up on some crazy fan that was stalking me.
That would be me. Oh my God, Larry, I burned your bookstore down.
It's okay, Pumpkin. It was an accident. We'll fix it up, and we'll start again.
Uncle Herb, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. She's a good kid, but sometimes she gets these crazy ideas in her head. I think she gets it from her mother.
Kids, what are you going to do? My 12-year-old insists on dressing like Britney Spears.
Is Brian 12?
Bar mitzvah in August. Mazel tov.
What happened?
Dharma healed a family.
Also, it turns out I was the mastermind behind a vast conspiracy to shut down my father's bookstore.
I don't think so, Dharma. I think it's bigger than that. And I don't think one man can fight it. Are you the X-Files guy?
Yes.
You are part of something larger than you could ever have imagined. Let's walk and talk, my friend.
Excuse me, Manuel.
Yes.
I'm Edward Montgomery. Silver Mercedes, pretty wife?
I wondered when this moment would come.
Look, I know what's going on. Took me a couple of times to figure it out, but she put you up to doing this flower thing to make me jealous.
It is not some kind of a put-up.
It's okay. She's a very persuasive woman, but I'm on to you now.
You don't understand, Mr. Montgomery. Your wife is a beautiful, amazing woman, and I love her. I love her with all my heart.
Well, whatever the deal is. Could you dial it back a notch? I could probably handle one rose a week, but two is killing me.